a bowl show kind of feels like the ultimate because, I mean, the bowl seats 6,000 people every single night. People come from all over Southern California to see shows at the Bowl, and particularly the Broadway musical each year.
There's no comparison. I mean, the Bowl, for people who haven't been here before, you're performing in front of thousands of people, and it's just always been kind of a bucket list item for me to be in a Bowl musical, I think, because I grew up here.
The Redlands Bowl is just a tradition for me because it's always just such an amazing experience. Being able to do it in an outdoor venue, and just like the quality of the productions of it, and just the scope and the depth that they go to on it, just to go all out on it, it's just an amazing thing. It almost just feels like a professional show almost.
We are here at the Bowl, as you can see, and we are 24 hours from the first run of the show. This year I've decided to take part in Hello Dolly at the Redlands Bowl. But this year is extra special in that it is the 100th anniversary of the Redlands Bowl. And so I definitely wanted to make sure to document this experience, not just because I'm in the show, not just because it's an amazing experience, but because of the 100th anniversary and just getting the chance to celebrate that. So I wanted to show you all just what this process has been like. We started back in February with auditions, dance auditions, singing auditions, and then in March we found out whether or not we were in the show. And starting in May, we have been rehearsing, so it's been about 2.5 months of rehearsals.
Kirkland does an amazing job with choreography, and I love this crazy choreography. I just love doing theater in general, so it's just like, oh, I get to do something fun and I get to put it on my resume and I make friends in the process.
It's been a lot of fun, and I can't talk highly enough about everybody here. That's been so welcoming and just amazing and awesome and very friendly.
Knowing that there's a lot of pressure on the both of us, I think, to know everything. That's where the stressful part is, but now that everything's come together, it's like, oh, okay, let's do the show, and it looks really pretty. So.
It's been a pretty great experience, just meeting new friends, working with legendary productions, getting to just see the start of something that doesn't exist, and then seeing it to fulfillment and what it's going to become. I mean, we don't know anything. We don't know our parts, we don't know the songs, we don't know what our costumes look like or who these people are that we're with. And we come here and we have sets that look like this and costumes that are gorgeous and look amazing all together. We've all learned our different parts of the songs and the different roles that we play and the dances that we need to learn. And just seeing all of that from start to finish is really cool and really amazing.
At the Redlands Bowl, this is number 17 for me. It was fun to get back with some old friends, because there's some people in the cast that I've been in shows with, probably 20 years ago, and people who I don't get to see regularly other than doing this kind of thing. So it's fun to link up with those people again.
The camaraderie and the family atmosphere of being with another cast, and I mean, it's a very large group. Production staff, everybody is really nice and it's very organized. So those are the things that I like best about it.
I'm just really enjoying how much everybody's coming together, working as a team, and just seeing when people act professionally, how it just comes together so fast. I'm really excited to see how far we've come in just a short period of time, how much progress we've already made in just this little amount of time, and just making so much good progress, and everyone just working together.
So it feels like a much bigger undertaking. I mean, this year we have the biggest set that we've ever had at the Bowl.
We don't talk about it very much in rehearsals, but it's a really big deal to be part of the 100th season, you know, like, and we just had no time to dwell on that and talk about that, but I think it is a historical thing in America, not just in Redlands, and so it's a very special thing to be part of something that has been giving to the community for so long, and I really hope that the next, you know, generation is, you know,
100 years.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a part of history, in my opinion. There's so much history here in Redlands at the Bowl. It means a lot to me.
You just kind of feel this is really a really great time for community. Anytime you come to the Redlands Bowl, people got their food, they got their drink, they're able to just come out and have a good time and enjoy a show for free.
In the last few years, they like to do big shows with big casts, so they can get a lot of ensemble members involved, get the community involved, which really is kind of cool. It really gets the community together to put on a big production like this.
This show is really about community. The theme of the show is really about being a part of the community, taking care of the community. Ultimately, that is kind of what the theme of the show is. And so that's a huge part of the Redlands Bowl. That's what this is for. That's one of the reasons it exists, is to create an opportunity for the community of not just Redlands, but the Inland Empire, and really anyone who wants to participate, to come and see the arts happen and to experience them firsthand. And they're, like they always say every year, and I kind of forget about it, but it is a big deal because people will come to this show that have never seen a live performance in their life because they couldn't afford it, they couldn't do that, and they can come here and see a show for free. And see something this big be performed here is a really big deal, and it's a really cool thing to see, and the Redlands Bowl provides that, and it's been 100 years of that, and so it's really quite a celebration. It's quite an amazing thing. It's so cool to be able to have participated and to say that we could have joined in on celebrating that 100th.
What do you stand for if not the laws of this great land? I know what I stand for. I stand for motherhood, America, and a hot lunch for orphans. Take hot your hand, sir. Betsy Ross's flag is nice.
Well, a lot of times at work I like to joke around and sing, and sometimes, you know, sing show tunes because I like show tunes. And I was doing it with a friend of mine named Jeremy at work, and I told him, oh, I wish I could be in the end of Hello Dolly. And he's like, hey, my brother's actually directing the show right now. So he calls him up, and here I am. I never thought in a million years something like that would ever come to be, but it's been fun, a lot of fun.
Probably the most wonderful thing will be to see my daughter up on stage after dealing with a bout of lymphoma. Yeah. So she's been able to audition and be a part of the show, and it's just going to be wonderful to see her up there doing her thing. So that's going to be just to be a part of it is just great. Yeah. So
this is my first bowl show. My parents have done it for a number of years, I think, but this is my first one. I just got through chemo treatment, finished it in April, and I was looking at the rehearsal dates for this show, and I was just like, oh, it starts after I finish chemo, I'll be fine. It's really rewarding to, I don't know, this is a hard question. I mean, I want to go into this as a career. So it's very important to me because I'm just like, I'm building up those skills and everything. And again, with the people, you guys are just fantastic. So.
You know, I wanted to get back on stage. It's been about 7 years since I've actually performed in anything. And I just really wanted to get back on stage. Love doing the bowl. And it's the 100th anniversary of the Redlands Bowl, and being a member of the Associates of the Redlands Bowl, it's like, this is the year, it's the biggest year ever. So I was like, I want to be part of it.
I feel very honored to be able to be a part of the Bowl musical. And I love that there's, you know, super talented people that are always in the Bowl musicals, but then there's also people like me, community members, you know. It just really brings the community together. I love that.
I haven't been able to do a show in 10 years, so this was the first one I could do. And the Bowl show last time was such a wonderful experience. I wanted to do it with my husband.
This is really cool. This is really fun. It's our first Bowl show, and it's the 100th, so it's really exciting.
What would you say to somebody who is like thinking about auditioning for a Bowl show?
I would say go for it. Even if you're a first timer, try it. Don't put any brakes on yourself. Just if you're interested in theater, do it. If you're a veteran and you've not been here before, you'll have a wonderful experience. And a newbie, I think you would have a wonderful experience too.
I mean, I would say just audition for probably a show that you really like. I think it's always more fun, especially starting out, doing shows that you already know, so you could experience it on a different level. And then, I mean, when you get more into it, you could do more new shows or experimental shows or whatever. But yeah, I say just do it. Audition for ensemble, because it's so much fun just doing that. And then if you get more comfortable, sure, yeah, go for that lead role or whatever, you know?
It's so satisfying when you are in front of 6,000 people doing something you really love doing. And to hear the response of that many people getting involved in something like this.
I would encourage it. I mean, if it's something that you want to do and you think you can do it, and I say why not, go for it.
I would say if you're interested, just do it. Yeah, it's fun. It's a very welcoming atmosphere, and it's fun to just sit back as an ensemble member and just appreciate all the talent on the stage.
Seeing it come together is really, really cool. I'm gonna be, you know, maybe a little bummed when it's all over. You know, let's see what we can do next time.
That's right.
I would always say do it. I mean, I push people all the time to try and to get out of their comfort zone. If you want to do a show, do one at the Bowl and just show up, sing a song, dance a few steps, and then join in.
If you get the chance to be a part of something like this, whether it's here at the Bowl or somewhere else, take that chance and join the community, because it's really amazing and you will not regret it. And I hope that this is a little inspiration to get involved in something in your community and make it happen, because it is about community. It's about coming together and participating together in something that can just bring joy to people, and not only to the audience but to yourself. So I hope that you enjoyed getting a glimpse into what it's like to do this show, to be here and to participate in something like this. Let's go make this show happen. I'm so excited. The next 5 days are going to be awesome. We've been preparing so long for it, so it's so great to see it happen now. And it's happening. Look at that. Look how amazing that is.